Dan in his van, episode 23, I'm going to talk about the Facebook thing that's coming up. Actually, it's been in place for ages. It's just that nobody's really bothered to police it. So October the 1st, 2020 is when all these sort of algorithms start kicking in to check up on people who are uploading cover versions or indeed actual recordings, copyrighted recordings. Now, I understand that, of course. I'm a little bit miffed about the cover versions because I don't see it as being a huge problem. But, you know, the big record companies are losing money hand over fist to people who are watching stuff on all sorts of free platforms. So, yes, I get it. I understand it. Now, of course, Facebook and other places, other platforms, other social media platforms are awash with people who are saying, yeah, it'll be fine. Just keep doing it, keep doing it. My advice would be not to do it at all. Because if your channel is removed for whatever reason, that's a proper pain, because you might have spent, like me, years actually building up your profile. So your best bet is not to risk it. Now, I've been watching Rick Beato video today. He did a video about his testimony to the Senate about the fair usage policy. Because some of his videos were blocked or some of them had the revenue taken away. You know, and various videos he's made have, you know, attracted attention. And he is someone I follow and follow avidly. He's a fantastic musician and fantastic broadcaster. He's got 1.7 million subscribers. And he's made about 700 videos, and it's all proper high quality content. But imagine if he got shut down, you know, if he got his platform removed, that would be a bit of a blow really to everyone who loves his work. And also it's kind of makes you really wonder about what's going on in the whole music business. Now, when I play at a pub, or if I do, you know, anything in a live venue, that live venue is paying its PRS, Performing Rights Society. It's paying its license for performers to perform cover versions. But no such thing exists on Facebook. You know, if you put your stuff up, nobody's paying these record labels for the content. You know, if you record a cover version and stick it up on Facebook for the amusement of everybody else, you know, you are not, essentially, you're doing it. You know, nobody's paying for it. And there's the problem, you see. Nobody is paying their license. Now, I'd be quite happy as a creator on Facebook to pay a license fee. That would be fine. You know, we all know where we stand there. But YouTube, you know, I put stuff up on YouTube and I get notifications saying this is a song is owned by such and such record label, but you can still make money from it. What happens is you simply share your advertising revenue with the content creator, or rather the content copywriter holder. So if I record a Beatles song or whatever, you know, half will go to the Beatles and half will come to me. So it really does help the sort of little people out a bit. But having said that, when I put a cover version up on Facebook, it attracts lots of views, which is good for my profile, but it doesn't make me any money. And actually on YouTube, the views are really, really down for those. What the views that I make, the most of my YouTube views are gear demos or teaching people how to use GarageBand or how to use iReal Pro and that sort of thing. So actually, it's not a real biggie for me, but we've just got to be careful. You know, in this sort of these days of litigation, we've just got to be a little bit careful. And I know it's a bit of a bind, you know, musicians struggling enough as it is with the coronavirus pandemic and not being able to, you know, do gigs and not being able to do this and that and the other. But we've just got to find other ways of getting our revenue. And I'm sure that we will. You know, given my last episode of Dan in his van, number 22, talking about the coronavirus pandemic, there are plenty of ways that musicians can make money without necessarily ripping off covers from other people. So just my blanket advice on the ban that Facebook have on music videos, just don't do it. If you do live gigs and you've got a tip jar, I can see how these people are going, do you know what? This is a bit sticky. And obviously Facebook are being lent on. So it's not, we can all have a go at Zuckerberg, sure. But I don't think it's really him. I think it's the fact that these record labels are leaning on people saying, we are losing money hand over fist, and we simply won't exist if we can't make money. Don't forget, physical media for music is essentially, it makes up a tiny proportion of the music business. You know, people are saying vinyl is making a resurgence. Well, yeah, it probably accounts for, you know, less than 1% of music sales. Everything else is online. If I want to listen to an album, I could go onto YouTube and listen to it. Sure, I get adverts, but I'm still able to listen to that content for nothing. So there we are. Just don't go there.